why you must compete in BJJ at least once. Hey guys, Coach Tom here, talking today about a really popular topic. People write to me every week about this stuff, saying oh, I haven't competed, I'm thinking about competing, what do you think? I think always in life, you are always going to regret the things you don't do much more than the things you do. A pal of mine from Arkansas and Louisiana, Wayne, he summed it up really well. He has this cool saying he loves. It's probably a popular saying, I'd never heard it, when he says, I would rather have an oh well than a what if. You know, you'd rather go, oh well, it didn't work out, than, well, what if I competed? What would have happened? So I love that attitude, man. That guy's a top bloke. I love him. But, you know, you can learn a lot from that saying. And I tell all my students, you have to compete at least once. Now, what are the excuses for not competing? Well, you might say your fear of getting injured. Okay, so I've had some of my students who are like that. You know, they work for themselves, they're a lot older than most of the guys. They don't want to go and compete against a 20-year-old or even someone that's their age that's you know, gonna physically maybe try to hurt them. So they're scared like that physically, and that's okay. That's a real fear. So I'll put on a tournament and match them up with someone else in my club that doesn't want to go too hard and kill, and they're going to tap when a submission's locked, not when their arm's about to break or something. And you know, they still get to compete. So I think there's no real excuse not to compete at least once. Competing isn't for everybody. I think especially just competing to compete is crazy. You know, I'll be competing at this year's Masters Worlds, but I have retired from competition a million times because I've never enjoyed it per se. I've just enjoyed what it does for my jiu-jitsu. I just enjoy testing it and saying, oh, you know, I should have filled this gap in with this guard, or I should have passed with less pressure, more pressure, something like that. And so I think for some people, they don't have that pressure, that they don't want to test out different techniques. And so they don't like having to pay and wait around and do all the jiu-jitsu tournament stuff, and that's all right. But I think you need to experience it at least once, and I think it is a very safe sport. And if you're too scared of going in, say, a competition or something like that, just speak to your coach about it, and he can arrange for a mock match. I do these at the end of my academy classes all the time, and it will really help you guys, because I think there's a lot to be gained from competing. And I think everybody, you know, should try to do it. And you don't need to compete just to win. I think this is a big thing that I tell my students. If you have a look, I show my students my competition footage and stuff, and I'll show them look, I play totally different games because I just want to test. I just want to test stuff. I just want to find out, do I enjoy doing that? Do I think I can match up with this guy, with this guard better than last time? And so I think as long as you have a really healthy approach to your jiu-jitsu, that your competition is there to improve your jiu-jitsu isn't there to improve your competition results, then I think competition is really healthy, and everyone should do it at least once. It's not for everybody. I think teaching jiu-jitsu isn't for everybody, and I think competing in jiu-jitsu isn't for everybody. But I think you have to try at least once to compete. Some people will never ever teach jiu-jitsu, but I think you have to try to compete at least once, just to say you've done it, you know. But I think jiu-jitsu is for everybody. And so I think competing is part of jiu-jitsu, so you should at least try it once. And if you're scared of it, just ask why you're scared. Because what other people think of you, who cares about that? Be independent of the good opinion of other people. That's a quote by Abraham Maslow. He's a very cool guy, you should look him up. So there you go, guys. Why I think everybody should compete at least once. Every single color belt in my academy has competed at least once. Many, heaps of times, obviously, but at least once. And if you're too afraid, ask your instructor to set up a mock tournament. You know, you can do it as a fundraiser. I do it in my club. Guys love it. There you have it, guys. I'm Coach Tom. I'll see you next time. Hey guys, thanks for watching the video. I hope you loved it. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel or check out more of our YouTube videos here. We are a free BJJ resource bringing you BJJ techniques and tips and hacks every day for free, forever, to make your life on the mats more fun. I'm Coach Tom. I'll see you next time.